My fellow warriors, citizens of Tempest Eye, my brothers and sisters, today we are facing an enemy that hates everything that we stand for. Let us show those bastards. Shut up! IronJawz! Smash!
Hello everyone, Levan, BulldogHammer. Today I'm recording episode alone. We were expecting guests, but due to accelerating situation with COVID, we decided to postpone, and Yuri couldn't come either. And I've been thinking who should I invite and who should be my opponent for today's battle report. And you know how they say your best enemy is yourself, so hi Levan, first of all, want to say how stunningly handsome you are.
Stop it.
And tell us about your army. So I'm bringing IronJawz completely opposite to your army. Lots of brute force, melee power, more mobility, so I'll try to be everywhere in Hand of Gork, use sides, attacking from the behind, and just destroy. Well, I'm bringing cities Tempest Eye. I'm debuting in games outside of Destruction Faction. A long time I tried to build the cities list. I'm a big fan of dwarves, so it's mostly dwarves, and I'm bringing Caradron Overlords. To describe my army best, it would be like a small castle. So I have in front unit of defense, line of defense, and back on the back I have 40 Arcanauts with lots of shots, buffing these shots from Chemist, from Hurricanum, good amount of magic with 3 casters, and Hurricanum has a 30-inch range casting spell and a good shooting too. And for mobility I'm bringing Gunhauler and small Gyrocopter. So there should be a good game against your army, and let's go. Let's go, yeah.
The battle plan for today's game is called Focal Points from 2020 General's Handbook. There are a total of 5 objectives. 1 objective in the center of the battlefield and 2 objectives in each of players' territory. Players set up more than 9 inches away from the enemy territory. If a player controls both objectives 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, they score 3 victory points. The center objective is worth 2 victory points. Any other objective are worth 1 point. If a player controls an objective while there is a friendly monster within 6 of it, they score 1 additional victory point. The Allegiance ability includes the following. The first one is called Eager for Battle, +1 to the charge roll for all friendly IronJawz unit. Mad as Hell. At the end of any phase, if any wound or mortal wound have been allocated to an IronJawz unit that is more than 9 inches away from the enemy model, an IronJawz unit can move D6. Smashing and Bashing. If an IronJawz unit completely destroys an enemy unit in the combat phase, then you can choose another IronJawz unit that has not fought yet and attack right away. And finally, Mighty Destroyer. For 1 command point, pick a friendly IronJawz unit. If there are no enemy models within 12, then they can move. If they're between 3 and 12 inches away from the enemy, then they can make a charge move. And if they're within 3, then they can attack immediately. City Tempest Eye. The army is from Akshi. In the first battle round, Tempest Eye unit get +3 to their move and +1 to their save. The army also gets +1 to run for the entire game. 1 in every 4 units can be a Caradron Overlord, which gains City of Sigmar keyword. Command ability allows unit to run and shoot. Megaboss on Maw-Krusha is an absolute killing machine. With his command ability he can give +1 to hit to a friendly unit. On a charge, he deals mortal wound. His wound characteristic increase after killing a mortal. His Might Feast and Tail has up to 8 attacks, 3+, 3+, -2 rend, 2 damage. Orruk Weirdnope Shaman is the general. With the command trait and the artifact he is +1 to cast, can cast 2 spells per turn and knows 2 spells from the lore. The first one being the teleporting spell called the Hand of Gork, and the second Wrath of Gork that can potentially deal multiple mortal wounds on 2+. He is also okay in melee combat with 3 attacks dealing D3 damage. Orruk Warchanters are heroes. They give huge buffs to the army, specifically +1 to every melee attack. This ability doesn't stack. Each model has 3 attacks, 4+, 3+, no rend, 1 damage. Orruk Brutes are armed with different weapons. The boss is armed with Boss Claw and Brute Smasher. Another model is armed with Gore Choppa, and 3 other models armed with pair of Brute Choppas. They are also part of the Brute Feast battalion, allowing them to deal mortal wounds on 4+ after finishing the charge move. Go Grunter are faster than the rest of the battle line and produce phase, you can pick one of the following ability: +1 to Bravery, reroll Wound Rolls of 1, or Dispel 1 Endless Spell. Arcanite Company is the battle line unit. You can reroll Battle Shock test and add +1 to hit rolls for attack made by this unit, while it is wholly within 9 of an objective. Bleak Swords is the battle line unit. If unmodified hit rolls for attack is 6, that attack scores 2 hit on the target instead of 1. If the unit contains more than 10 models, it gets +1 to their hit roll. Arcanite Company is the battle line unit. You can reroll Battle Shock test and add +1 to hit rolls for attack made by this unit, while it is wholly within 9 of an objective. Geminites of Ulgish have a casting value of 7. The Endless Spell is set up wholly within 18 of a caster and moves 8 inches. Geminites are comprised of 2 models, both dealing D3 mortal wounds when passing over an enemy model, and either subtracting 1 from the hit rolls or giving -1 attack.
I would like to devote 1 minute for deployment. Plan for IronJawz is to have waves of brutes coming and attacking and destroying the wall of cities, and then kill off Arcanauts because they're very fragile. On the other hand, what the plan for Tempest Eye, they had a shield of long beards. Behind they have Arcanauts company, and behind they have all the magic there. They're pretty safe for Hand of Gork, 9 inches. There is no possibility to teleport. And on the right side we have a filler unit of black shards. Bleak Swords, protected by Gotrek. I'm pretty sure that he's enough to hold all the waves here. IronJawz had less drops. It's up to them to decide who will go first. It was a big debate inside my head. Why? Because first of all, I thought, okay, IronJawz would probably need to benefit from double turn and destroy everything, because double turn is enough for them. And but on the other hand, Tempest Eye has +3 to movement. They can run and shoot, so they can bring their positions forward. Had a very nice shooting, probably kill of half of my army, and having 30-inch range shooting for magic for Hurricanum and teleportate, like fly high from the Howler. They will be enough to deal significant damage to my Maw-Krusha that he will be very crippled and won't be able to get there. So I decided to go first. So far, a very successful turn for IronJawz. What I done first of all, I gave Violent Fury +1 damage to Gurnnison here, Iron Brutes here, and my Maw-Krusha, +1 damage to all attacks. I moved all my forces forward. I gave them free movement during my hero phase, Eruption Destroyers, and to Maw-Krusha. That's why I was able to get here. Gurnnison just charged by themselves. I rolled really good for all charges. I think all my charges were more than 10 on my rolls. I used Hand of Gork that wasn't dispelled, which was very good. So I brought my unit of brutes here, and then I just very nicely rolled 10 again, and I charged my opponent's Bleak Swords. So I have very good position, lots of heavy hitting guys with Violent Fury. Also during impact hits from my battalion, I killed 2 guys here, 4 Arcanauts here, and 4 Longbeards. So let's start. It's my turn to choose with whom I want to fight first. My first activation, I will go with my Megaboss or Maw-Krusha. His attack with his boss Gorhaka and Chopper will target Hurricanum, and everything else for Maw-Krusha goes to Arcanaut Company. So let's go. I have 8 attacks hitting on 3s. And I'm wounding on 3s again. Everything goes to my Hurricane. Actually not bad, 4 with -1 rend. Hurricane has his natural save 4+, but first turn Tempest Eye has +1 save. So 4+, save 9 damage goes to Hurricane. Total it's 11, so he's down to 2 wounds left. Pretty significantly bracketed now. And now let's see how the Maw-Krusha will deal with Arcanaut Company. It attacks from Mighty Fist and Tail, hitting on 3s. Okay, and wounding on 3s. Not bad, 4 again, but -2 rend. So Arcanauts now save on 5+. Wow! Ooh, that was safe. So only 1 went through, 3 damage, so only 3 Arcanauts are dying. That's incredible. My activation now will target Brutes with the long beards. Brutes are, because of their Iron Thrust, -1 to hit, so I have 11 attacks hitting on 4s. Not too much. And wounding on 4s. Nothing went through. And now 5 guys will hit Gurnnison, again hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. Just 1 with my with no rend. So 4+ will save Gurnnison, and they're safe. Not too good, but we'll see what's going on next. So next attack will go from Brutes. Brutes will attack Bleak Swords. Brutes hitting Bleak Swords, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 5 minus 1 Ren. Bleak Swords are saved on 4s. So 4 saves, only 1 Bleak Sword dies from 2 Choppas. And now we'll have another attack from Boss and Big Gorhaka. They're hitting on 4s. Actually not bad, and wounding on 3s. Just 2, again 4 plus save Bleak Swords. Both are saved, it was 2 damage attack. I was pretty sure that this unit of brutes will clean the Bleak Swords and they will be able to gain the objective, but you see it didn't work. Actually, I forgot to pile in. Let me just pile in just to be within the objective. Okay, so next activation for Tempest Eye goes from Arcanauts. I'm not moving forward Arcanauts to stay away from brutes, but Sky Pikes have 2 range, so 3 Sky Pikes will target the brutes, and 1 will attack Gorgruntas, and here 8. Actually 5 Arcanaut Company will hit Maw-Krusha. Again, -1 to hit because of Iron Suns. So let's start with 9 Arcanaut Companies, hitting on 5 and wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 3 plus save, and saved. And now 3 Sky Pikes going to brutes. Each Sky Pike has 2 attacks, so total 6 attacks going to brutes, hitting on 5s and wounding on 4s. Always the Arcanauts are terrible in close combat. Now one Sky Pike will attack Gorgrunta. Missed. So everything missed. Activation from IronJawz now. Not much choice. It's either brutes or Gorgruntas. Let's start with brutes with 2 Choppas. Each at 4 attacks, so hitting on 3s, very not bad, and wounding on 3s. Woohoo! So total 6 hitting on 3s, and only 2 went through with 2 damage each, so 4 more Longbeards died. 4 attacks from the boss and 3 for Big Haka, hitting on 4s. Oh, fail. And wounding on 3s. And just 1 went through. Again, 3 plus save for Longbeards. No, 3 more damage. So 7 Longbeards are out. My Celestial Hurricanum will hit Maw-Krusha. Not the strong melee combat, but still 5 plus with the staff. Missed. Okay, 4 attacks with Arcane Tools. Hitting on 6s. Oh, 1 6. And wounding on 5s. Oh, Maw-Krusha has to defend himself. No rent, so 3 plus saves Maw-Krusha. He's saved. And final attack, 4 attacks hitting on 5s. And all missed. So no damage from Hurricanum. And now the final activation from IronJawz from Gorgruntas. Since they charge, they have +1 to hit, +1 to wound, so they're hitting on 2s and wounding on 2s. And wounding on 2s. 6 went through, and saving on 4s. Oh, good save actually. Only 2 went through with the 2 damage each, so 4 Arcanauts die. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now attacks from the boars. Each has 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, amazing. And wounding on 3s. Lots of wounds, 8 wounds with 2 damage but no rend, and Longbeards have 2 plus save, so they should be more or less good, and they save everything. So Longbeards are saved. There is no more activation. Oh, there's Bleak Swords can attack brutes, and it's final activation in this turn. On 5s, and 6 explode. So 4, because 1 exploding. Oh, actually there's 1 more 6. 5. And force to wound. 2 wounds to brutes, and their save is 4. Save and 1 damage go to 1 brute. End of turn of IronJawz. I'm getting 3 points here, 2 here, and 1 here. So totally 6 points. Very nice. Everything that was planned worked well. All charges went through, even having the fact that they were mostly 9+ distance. Good damage. I was pretty sure that I would clean these bleak swords here with my brutes, but I didn't. That's the only concern. Probably now Gotrek will kill off my brutes there. But overall, I have good positions holding here. Stuck. Tempest Eye units are stuck here for at least, I think, a couple of turns, so I'll accumulate points till then. So let's see. Let's move to Tempest Eye turn number 1. Turn 1 for Tempest Eye. See, it is a little bit in a difficult position because majority of Tempest Eye armies is surrounded by IronJawz. Here with Maw-Krusha, 1 unit of brutes, and Gurnnison, who are pretty beefy. So the first objective is to clean this area to be able to move out for different objectives, and having a very slow movement, it might be a little bit tough. I have lots of shooting now, magic, etc. So if with a good luck, probably I'll be able to clean this area. And here is a big decisive moment now. What to do with Gotrek? It's either move him forward to the middle of objective and try to clean there, which might take 2 turns because he's super slow for each movement, or come back and clean objective on Tempest Eye territory, clean these brutes and try to guard this. But for 500 points model, just sit on 1 objective, it might be a little bit tough. So probably my decision would be to move to the center and try to kill and grab the center. If I'm able to do that, then cities will be in good position. In case cities get a double turn, for sure Gotrek will be able to get there, and then they will be even in better position. So let's see how it goes. We're in a shooting phase now. What I did on hero phase, first of all, I rolled for 4+ for command point. I didn't roll that and tried to cast Geminites and didn't work. I really needed on this flank. But on the other hand, Word of Pain from my sorcerers worked. I killed 1 brute and they're -1 to hit, which is not bad. And also I casted some thunder attack from Hurricanum and did 3 damage to Maw-Krusha. Then I moved my Gang Howler here to shoot either Maw-Krusha, is he still alive after my Arcanaut shooting, or we'll shoot Bruce then if Maw-Krusha is dead. I thought to move Gang Howler here for more bodies there and do shrapnel shot, which would be more beneficial. But since IronJawz are -1 to hit first battle round, I decided to stick to Hurricanum and got +1 to hit. Also, I moved my Gotrek here. Try to charge. I need 9-inch charge there. Blocking, sacrifice blocking here from my brutes if they try to charge my bleak swords. Not much, but still, even if it's not 4 roll to charge, but 5, it still might help. And we are moving now to shooting. Also with shooting, I did some 1 damage to Maw-Krusha from Chemist. And now I will start shooting with Arcanaut Company. So I really need to kill Maw-Krusha because he's annoying, and he can deal an enormous amount of damage to my Arcanaut Company, which are very fragile. So majority of shots will go here. The Hurricanum is very wounded, so his bubble of +1 to hit is just 2 inches. So it brings me 13 Arcanauts, which will have +1 to hit. Also, my Arcanauts will have +1 to hit because they're within 9 inch from their objective. They will have +1 wound because of my command trait, and they will reroll wound rolls of 1 because of my chemist round. So really buffed, and they are -1 to hit because of their Iron Suns clan. So 13 pistols are 26 shots. Then I will have 9 pistols, which are 18 shots, but 6 of them will go to brutes. I need to kill just 1 more brutes, and I'm pretty sure they will run away. Oh, also worth noticing, if I didn't mention that my Garrycopter flew over and bombarded brutes, and how it works. Each model that I pass with my Garrycopter on 2+, it deals 3 damage. So I killed basically three brutes, which is huge. If I kill 1 more, most likely they will run away and clear my path to the center. So let's go. And also I have volley gun shots and skypike shots. So let's see how it goes. Shots to Maw-Krusha from my Arcanauts to Maw-Krusha. 26 shots on 3 classes. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. I'm gonna reroll this one and this one, and these guys are out. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, no range, so Maw-Krusha is saved on 3+. Let's see how it goes. Not bad. So 1, 2, 3 went through, so he already got 7 wounds total. And our shooting continues. Now more shots from pistols, but now they don't have don't have buff from Hurricanum, so they will hit on 4s. So, and now the same wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Reroll that, no. So just 3, again no range, so 3 classes. And 1 went through. So total 4 wounds on Maw-Krusha. Okay, he gets weaker and weaker. Let's move now to volley gun. 21 shot from volley gun, hitting on 5s. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 3, but -1 rend, so more chances to hit him. And yes, it works, so 10 damage total on Maw-Krusha. And final attack, 4 attacks from Sky Hooks, hitting on 4s. Ah! And wounding on 2s this time. Ah! But rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s, come on! 2. And so it's -2 rend. So Maw-Krusha is getting saved on 5+. And he's safe, bastard. And that's it for the shots toward Maw-Krusha. His total at 10 damage. 4 wounds left. And we are moving to still shots with Arcanauts, but hitting brutes. Pistols hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 1, no rend. I just need 1 damage. And these guys down. Only one brute is left, and I have a volley gun 3 shots here. Hitting on 5s. 1 went through. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Yes, -1 rend. And no, and 1 brute is left with 2 wounds. So I'm done with shooting from my Arcanaut company. I was hoping to kill Maw-Krusha, but it didn't work out. -1 to hit Iron Suns pays off. And also now I need to decide whether I want to shoot with my gun hauler. Still I want to shoot brutes here or kill off Maw-Krusha. Okay, I finally decided to attack with shrapnel Maw-Krusha. I got 3 attacks hitting on 3s. good. I hope it repeats. And winning on 3s. Okay, 2 minus 1 rend, so 4s. He's safe. So Maw-Krusha is safe, he's pretty good. Now I need to decide how to survive with my Arcane Company here. And we're moving to charge phase. And now we're ending with my charge phase. I charge with the Chemist. Actually, I was hoping to charge Maw-Krusha because Chemist got -1 bubble. -1 to hit bubble, but I rolled 4, so I charged these guys. So 2 Orruk Warclans will have -1 to hit. Also, I charged with Gunhowler Maw-Krusha. Why I did that? Because on 4 plus, he could do D3 damage. It's a little bit more towards he's dying, but I rolled 2, and yeah, he's still there. And now my Gunhowler probably will die. So also, I charge with my Gotrek IronJawz left flank. Why I did that? Because I rolled 4 and I needed 9 here. Then I used my final command point to reroll, and I rolled 8. So that's the only unit I could reach. And well, it's not actually bad because I'll be able to. At least I think I clean that objective, and then IronJawz will have a debate, either go back or go forward for my objective. So in any way, he won't get 3 points most likely. Also, a good point was for IronJawz using their Iron Sun's ability to charge on opponent's phase. I was hoping to reach to charge with these guys, but they're just out of 18 from the general, so I couldn't use this command ability. If they charge, that would be great for Iron Suns. But also I could use this ability to charge here with my Orruk Warclans, but the charges would be 8. And it's a final command point. I don't want to risk it. I better to keep it for next turn in case cities get the double turn. So let's move to combat phase. Hitting on 2s because Gotrek has 4+ wounds and Bruce get +1 to hit because of that. Oh, not super cool. Oh, actually, no, they're hitting on 2s, so almost everything went through, and wounding on 3s. Nope. Wounding on 3s. Six wounds went.
And here I need to do some corrections. Unfortunately, our mic and camera failed us really bad. So what is happening now on a picture that 6 brutes are attacking Gotrek, hitting on 2 pluses, and eventually what they managed to do with the Gotrek's saves on 5 plus and then feel no pain on 3 pluses, they basically made only 1 wound. And now we see that brutes continue hitting with a big chopper and the boss claw, hitting on 3, so 4 hits are there. Now rolling on the wound 3 pluses. And 4 went through, so now Gotrek is getting saves on 5s, 5 pluses. And we see 2 are saved, and now he has feel no pain roll, which worked well too. So Gotrek in total again gets only 1 wound. Moving forward with the combat phase, Tempest Eye turn, Longbeards are attacking, so mostly they will hit Orruk Warclans there, but 2 of them will attack a remaining brute with the 2 wounds, hopefully killing him off. If they do, then Arcane Company will be free from combat and will be able to move to center position. So let's see the rolls from Longbeard, guys. They have only 1 X and a shield, so not a strong attack, hitting on 4s. We see 3 hits there, wounding on 4s again, so everything failed, so nothing went to Gurnnison, and now 2 remaining Longbeards will reach for the brutes with 2 wounds, and there was the roll that didn't get into the shot, but I rolled. So one Longbeard was able to get brute, and his save is 1, so he just gets 1 wound, and he has remaining 1 wound. And now roll for the Gurnnison hitting back. They hit on 3, so lots of hits, not bad. Let's see what we have for wounds. Wounding on 3, so lots of 2s and 1s, lots of fails, but 4 went through, so potentially can kill off 4 dwarves. Let's see what they can roll for the save. They save is very good, 3 plus natural, so with -1 when it's 4s. And all 4s are went through, so dwarves are saved this out. Actually not quite, the boars can hit 2, completely forgot about that. So let's roll for the boars, 4 hits. So we see about half hits, not bad at all. And wounding on 4s, and lots of 1, 2s and 3s, and just 2 hits, and saved by Longbeard. So now they're saved for this turn for sure. And now let's see how Gunhowler will perform in trying to kill Maw-Krusha. I don't think it has lots of chances, but it's very weak on close combat. But let's see the roll. Okay, 2 hits still have chances, and no more chances. So Gunhowler missed Maw-Krusha, no damage to Maw-Krusha, and we're moving to IronJawz. Their last remaining brute boss will hit. He lost his 4 comrades. Probably he will run away and bury it. But 3 hits going toward Arcanauts, not bad, and two wounds, saving on 4 pluses for Arcanauts. Each is a 3 damage, so it's pretty huge even if both go through. So Chemist hits Gurnnison, and both failed, and worth mentioning quickly that brutes killed only 3 Arcanauts. I didn't get to the roll, and but yeah. So now moving to Maw-Krusha, it's a big decision now, either to split attacks or going forward to Arcanauts and kill off this Arcanauts, or get rid of Gunhowler, because he's fly high, he can steal objective, he can snipe heroes if he wants to. So very nasty unit. So decisions.
So after giving some thought, I decided to split attacks. So 9 attacks from both axes will go to Arcanauts. There are 3 damage each, 9 attacks, so should still do lots of damage. And the Maw-Krusha itself, with its teeth and fist, will hit Gunhowler, because it's very important to kill him, because he can fly high, steal objectives, and still shoots very hard. For example, if Gotrek there cleans brutes and goes to the objective, then there's 1 War Chanter. Gunhowler can fly high, get to this objective, and steal objective. So let's see how it goes, and activation for Maw-Krusha. Let's start with 9 attacks with axes. Hitting on 3s. Wow, that was a huge fail. Yeah, probably needed to use command point, but I had only 1 left. So, and wounding on 3s, just 2 went through, -1 went. Tempest Eye has +1 to save, so 4 plus for Arcanauts, 1 save, so 3 Arcanauts died. That, I would say that the very big fail for Maw-Krusha, killing just 3 Arcanauts. I was planning to kill at least 9 and then kill some numbers, but let's see how the Maw-Krusha a fist will do. So 5 attacks left, and hitting on 3 going to Gunhowler. Oh, this is much better roll. All hits went through. and wounding on 3s. Much better. So 4 Gunhauler will have with -2 rend, so it will be very hard for Gunhauler to save because each attack is 3 damage. Gunhauler is saved on 5s, so if at least 1 is saved, then Gunhauler is 10 wounds, so he will be left with 1. So I need at least one 5+. And there are 2, so 6 damage goes to Gunhauler, so total 4. Total 6 damage done, so Gunhauler is left with just 4 wounds. That was not a very successful attack, I think, from Maw-Krusha. He didn't complete his task with Arcanauts, neither he killed the Gunhauler. So yeah, we'll see. Let's move now to Gotrek. 6 attacks, hitting on 3s usually, but -1 to hit because of the Iron Sun, so 4 pluses. No! Oh yeah, look at that. So everything said, good thing that Gotrek can reroll his hit. Let's see, maybe this one will be better. Oh yeah, it's better because 6s generate these 6 mortal wounds in addition, so that might hurt. So 3+ to wound, all went through, -2 rend, so IronJawz are saved on 6s. Just 1 save. 6 damage total from attacks and 2d6 damage because I rolled 6s. Oh, 10! Wow, so 16 damage, so unit of brutes is out. So end of the turn for Tempest Eye and end of the battle round number 1. Battle shocks, these guys are removed for battle shocks because of the general 12-inch bubble. For the brutes there who lost 4 models, I was pretty sure that he will run, but he's very angry. And I rolled 1 for bravery, so he stays there, still wants to fight. Gotrek there cleaned brutes, and yeah, it's now we're moving to battle round number 2. A very important role for both sides because both sides need to move and get objectives and good positions. So let's go and roll for priority. So priority roll for battle round number 2. I have 2 dice. One is green for Tempest Eye, blue is for green skins. Yeah, I know that green skins are green, but whatever. So let's see. And priority goes to Tempest Eye. I think it's one of those games that decided by priority, not for green skins because they still have good chances, but if IronJawz would take double throne, they can fight during hero phase, so Maw-Krusha would fight during hero phase, and then he would fight during combat phase, and I think everything here would be cleaned and having strong positions and only one Gotrek on the middle of the map won't save cities. So now cities still have chances, so we'll see how it goes. During Tempest Eye, I turn to battle round number 2. On 4+, I get command point. Also was able to cast Geminites, Warn Dispelled. So killed 1 brute there. Get 3 damage to Maw-Krusha, leaving him with just 3 wounds. I didn't spell a Word of Pain here, didn't cast, and that's it. So why it's very important roll now for damage. So it's D3 damage from Comet of Cassandra, Chain Lightning, and I already casted it. It wasn't unbound, so I'm just going for damage. And on 5+, Maw-Krusha is out. And 2, so he's left with 1 wound. End of my movement phase. I flew high with the Gunhauler and put it there, just holding objective, and now I'm planning to shoot brutes here on Tempest Eye territory. Why it's important that Maw-Krusha left with 1 wound, because Arcanauts are still tied with Maw-Krusha. They couldn't move. If Maw-Krusha died, then I would move Warclans here and shoot the brutes, but now probably I will shoot Gurnnison there. Most likely Maw-Krusha won't survive the shooting phase, of course, and I already rolled for charge with the Gotrek, and he ended up there. Probably will clean middle objective for Tempest Eye, and yeah, that's it. Let's see how it goes. So first shooting I'm doing with a Storm of Shemtek from Hurricanum. Basically what it does, 18 range, 2+, it's a D3 mortal wound. So if I roll 2+, then Maw-Krusha is out. And 6, 3 mortal wounds, and Maw-Krusha finally dead. Let's shoot with a Chemist. Now I have 11 shots, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. Worth mentioning that there's no more Maw-Krusha here. Oh, finally. This is so much easier now. 4 and wounding on 4. So just 2 with -2 rend, going to Gurnnison, and their save would be on 6s. No, so 2 damage to Gurnnison. So now moving to shooting with a gun hauler. I will shoot brutes there. No minuses because it's battle round number 2. So hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s too. 3s. 2 went through and wounding on 3s again. A 1 with -1 rend, so 5 will save brutes. No, just 2 damage. Down to 1. And there are 2 more shots with the Shot Carabine, 3+, 4+, 3+, 4+. Both go through. I believe it's no rend. Oh no, -1 rend, so 5+ is for brutes. No, 2 went through and brute dies. 1 brute dies and 1 is down to 2. And for shooting for Ken Howler. And let's shoot with the gyrocopter now. 3 shots, 3+, with a gyrocopter. 2, 1. 1 shot to brutes. -1 rend, so 5+ for brutes. Saved here from gyrocopter. 6 shots each, so 12 shots hitting Gurnnison. And I have 4 skyhooks. Guys like that within 18 range from brutes there, and I will hit brutes there. So let's go. So a green die will hit on 2s and red will hit on 3s. So looks about right, and wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the Chemist. 5 damage went through, so 1 Gurnnison dies from shooting and 1 is left with 3 wounds. Now, Walligans hitting on 4s and wounding on, let me check, wound on 3s. And we're rolling 1. This time, 6 attacks went through, and they are with -1 rend. So 5s. 3 more wounds go to Gurnnison, so 1 Gurnnison is left on the battlefield without wounds. And our final attack, I have 4 skyhooks, which will target brutes. Hook wounding on 2s. So 2 went through, -2 rend. So 6 is for the brutes. 1 6 and D3 damage from the other attack, and it's 3. So 1 brute dies. Actually, no, he's not dying because I have a leader of the battalion, and he's with 5 wounds total. So I will just assign all wounds to him, and he'll be just down to 2. Basically, there are 2 combats. It's with Gurnnison here and Longbeards, and Gotrek against Warchanter, Shaman, and 5 brutes. So let me hit with a Gotrek, and everything goes towards brutes. So 3 pluses. I can reroll that, which I will do, and fail. and to wound is 3 pluses. Can reroll. Not super cool roll as I expected, but we'll see how brutes will be able to defend themselves. So 1 saved and 6 damage goes through. 2 will be assigned to the leader and 4 to other brutes. Now moving here, we have 1 Gore-Grunter left standing with 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, and with -1 rend. So Longbeard save is 3 plus. They don't have a Tempest Eye +1 save because it's Battleground number 2. So 4 pluses save. Fail. So 2. Actually, 4 Longbeards there because they still have Violent Fury and 2 damage each. Attack with the boar, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. 2 went through, wounding on 4s. 1 went through, no rend, so 3 plus will save Longbeard, and they're saved. And now activation goes to Longbeards. Hitting on 4s. Winning on 4s, just 1, saved on 4s, and 1 damage goes toward Gore-Grunter. So brutes hitting back on 2s, everything went through, and wounding on 3s. Gotrek save is 4, so 5 plus now. 2 save and 3 plus invulnerable, and he's saved from all attacks. Incredible. That's really incredible. And final attack with a big Haka, hitting on 3s, all went through, and wounding on 3s. All 3 went through. Usually it's 2 damage tag, but Gotrek doesn't care, so 5 plus save, 3 plus invulnerable. And he saved. No damage from brutes to Gotrek. Oh my god, he's crazy guy. So to fast forward, I pre-rolled for Warchanter and Shaman because they're not too heavy hitters, and they did nothing. So in the end of the phase, Gotrek can attack again. So now I will split attacks. 2 will go to Warchanter, 2 will go to Shaman, and 2 will go to the rest of the brutes. So let's start with the brutes. 2 attacks hitting on 3s, 6, 1 6, and 2 6s. So it's 2d6 damage on top of normal attacks. So 3 pluses, reroll, cogged, reroll, 4 6s. So -2 rend, 2 attacks, so 6 is safe. Brutes, 1 save, 3 damage, so 1 is out. And 2d6 damage on top, which is crazy, but exactly to kill the unit. Wow. I was thinking that they maybe run because of the battle shock or something, but Gotrek killed them. So second attack will go to Warchanter. 2 3s, Yeah, 2 3s and wounding on 3s. Rerolling that. Yes, -2 rend, so 6s again. No 6s, so exactly 6 damage goes to Warchanter, and Warchanter is out. So final attack, if Shaman is out, then Gotrek. Oh, actually, already Cities took the middle objective because there's a Gun Howler. But let's see how Gotrek performs. It's just insane. Okay, 2 and 1, but it's rerollable. Just 1. 3 plus, no rerollable, and automatically 3 damage goes to the Shaman. Wow, this guy is really crazy and insanely strong. That concludes combat phase and turn for Tempest Eye, getting them 4 more points because Gotrek just clean whole center there. Moving to IronJawz turn number 2. Time to switch masks now and take IronJawz side. Pretty successful turn up to combat phase. So what happened, first of all, with a shaman, I casted Arcane Ball, which wasn't unbound, and hit Gunhauler, which was standing here for 2 damage, leaving him with 2. Then I charged with Gurnnison, and from impact hit, I get 2 more mortal wounds, and Gunhauler is gone. So this objective now on IronJawz side. Which is pretty cool. I retreated back here, so for if Gotrek wants to charge and get the objective, there will be 2 heroes on different sides, so it will be hard to get the objective. And moved as much possible further from Gotrek, another War Chanter. So pretty safe, I think, on both those sides. Got the middle objective. Pretty sure we'll get the objective here. And here IronJawz charged Arcanate company, dealt two mortal wounds from impact hit from Battalion Brute Fist, and they're under the Violent Fury, so they will have +2 damage, as well as the Orruk Warclans here. So let's move to the combat phase. I will start combat phase with Orruk Warclans. I noticed there was a gap between Bleak Swords. I don't know why it killed the middle guy. Don't have answers yet, but okay, whatever. And yeah, so these guys are still touching the objective. So 2 range inch. This guy will be out. This orc will be in, and the boar will be out. So let's start with attacking with orcs. Unfortunately, camera failed me today a little bit. So combat phase wasn't recorded, but I will just guide you through quickly. So Brutes did very good by killing 10 Arcanates, but they failed to kill Hurricanum, and he had only 2 wounds left. Longbeards with a chemist left Orruk Warclans with 1 wound, and Orruk Warclans killed 2 Longbeards. And here was really drama. So what happened is I had 2 Bleak Swords left, and due to the fact that on 6s they have split attacks, somehow they killed 1 Brute. So on this objective there are only 3 models of IronJawz and 3 models of Tempest Eye. So basically it's a tie, and Tempest Eye still holds the objective. And even worse, they left sorcerers with only 1 wound. And because of that, she was able to help Bleak Sword with the bravery. And also, I rolled 6 for IronJawz for bravery. I don't know, every game I roll 6s for bravery for IronJawz. So 1 more guy flees, and there are only 2 models here. But on the other hand, actually not a bad situation for IronJawz, holding objectives in the middle, holding objectives on its own territory. And tying up all the main forces of Tempest Eye. Moving to the priority roll. Priority roll for battle round number 3. Again, green is Tempest Eye and blue is Greenskins. I don't know why again, but let's go. 6s. So Tempest Eye takes the turn number 3. Tempest Eye, turn number 3. So what I did, I moved Hurricanum from Brutes, set my Arcanauts to be within 2 inches range of Hurricanum to have +1 to hit. Also, I charged with Gotrek here and split my 3 models: 1 Bleak Sword, surviving Bleak Swords, sorcerer with 1 wound, and the helicopter. So just to hold the objective there tight. I'm pretty sure if after my shooting, actually, and chemist shot 1 model of Brutes, this chemist, and I failed to do Geminites, but I did a chain lightning, and with chain lightning I did some damage to Brutes and killed off Grunter. And now time for shooting with Arcanate Company. So if I clean this unit, and Gotrek cleans Gurnnison, so IronJawz will be left with 1 wound on one brute, 1 War Chanter, and another War Chanter and a Shaman. So basically, it would be the game for Tempest Eye. So let's move to the shooting by Arcanauts. I'm using my only command point to give reroll hit rolls of 1. This is a volley gun. It's shooting on actually 3+ because +1 from Hurricanum, and I'm within 9 from objective. So 3+ everything goes towards Bruce. So 3+ rerolling once. Not a bad chances, lots of ones, and thankfully for Chemist, I'm rerolling that. Rerolling. Oh, 2s! Oh my god, everything failed, and but I still have lots of wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with -1 rand. So brutes will be saved on 5. Not too much, lots of damage. So 3, 3, and 2. So 2 brutes die, and 1 is down to 1 wound. Skyhook is next. Only 4 hitting on 2s. Rerolling once. Everything went through, and wounding on 2s. Rerolling once. So 4 -2 rand. So 6s. No 6s for brutes and D3s. So brutes are out, and I had more shots here. So that's that. So by that, I'm pretty free now to move forward if I needed it. But I think on battle number 3, the game is pretty obvious now. We're just moving to combat phase here. And we'll fight with Gotrek here. Gotrek, who is maybe MVP of the game today, is hitting Gurnnison and hitting on 3s. I can reroll that, and actually to do extra damage and hoping for 6s, I will roll everything. And I'm rolling everything, and I have no 6s, and I have failed 4. I will never do this again. And 3s, 2 -2 rand, 6s for Gurnnison, no, so 6 damage total. 1 Grunter dies, and another one is down to 4 wounds. So Grunters are under Violent Fury +1 damage, but it doesn't matter because whatever damage they have when they attack Gotrek, it's transforms to just 1 wound. 7 attacks, hitting on 3. Not bad. Winning on 3s? Oh, that's bad. And Gotrek is saved on 5s. Not saved, but he has feel no pain on 3s, and he has 1 more wound. So he's at 6 wounds right now. And he can pile in an attack again at the end of the combat phase, which he will do with great pleasure. So let's hit again, hitting on 3s. No 6s again. Oh! So I will leave these 3, and I will reroll these 3 for hoping for 6s and no 6s. How many rolls with rerolls I've done and no 6s? But okay, everything went through. Now winning on 3s. Rerolling that, I think with 5 -2 rend, 3 damage each, Grunters are in big trouble, so 6s save them. No 6s, so total 15 damage goes to Grunters and they're out. And by having said that, IronJawz are left with 1 brute, 1 war chanter, 1 shaman, and 1 more war chanter. And in the middle of the map, we have 1 small freaking dwarf that basically killed off whole army. a great experience. I don't know, maybe annoying for the opponent. Yeah, it might be annoying. You should just run away from that guy because he's just pure craziness. And let's move to post-game discussion. Game is done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a very strange setting playing against myself, but I tried every turn to solve the riddle and the plan from the start, from new position. And sometimes I found my own mistakes, which I tried to exploit playing for the opposite side. This is my new experience with something outside of destruction. I'm a very old IronJawz player and destruction player, and I've been building cities list for a long time, and I was very excited. I was hoping it would work well. I think it worked well in some things, and I need to practice and learn the new dynamic of Order army, especially cities army. What I liked, it's like lots of cool shooting, lots of magic. The only thing is the magic that I chose for my battle mages was very defensive. It's like lots of -1s to hit, and so you could commit -3 to hit. So lots of defense, and when I needed offensive magic, I didn't have enough. That's the point that I need to think in the future games. Also, very not mobile army. So if these objectives were pre-packed, but if you have lots of objectives, I don't know what the possibility to get them with my army. So I need to figure out how to add mobility to my army. Also, Gunhowler and Gyrocopter were awesome with a huge movement and sniping whatever I want. Love the models, keep them in my army. And Gyrocopter with bombing, it's huge. It killed 3 brutes, enough. It's a lot for a 60-point model. I think it's amazing. Also, IronJawz are very strong. I still love them, always love them. And I think if Battle Round 2, they would win a priori, the game would be on a different side. For sure, everything would be destroyed here with Maw-Krusha fighting in hero phase and letting brutes hitting on hero phase, then fighting on combat phase again. And Violent Fury from War Chanters are good. So it was very, very opposing to each other armies. One is shooting and magic and more defensive, and the other one is very, very aggressive. Yeah, and Gotrek performed extremely well. He destroys everything he touches, so you need to find a way how to avoid him. He's very slow, but having IronJawz army, how you can avoid, you still have to fight because that's the only thing you know. I don't know if City's army is very competitive. Like, my list is very competitive, but for sure it's fun for me because it's absolutely different. I never had shooting army. I didn't have a magic army, so I'm enjoying the process. I love Volcanum. I love shooting, and I think they can perform against melee armies because 2+ defense for Longbeards is very good, and putting the shield behind the Arcanauts is good. If Arcanauts had at least 16-inch range rather than 9, that would be a huge difference. Then it would be very competitive army. But 9-inch range, it's very low, and that's what drives this army back for me. Enjoy army, I'll try to play against OBR or Beastclaw or some kind of different magic armies and see how it works. I think there's still potential in this army, so I'm happy what I built so far, and but there is lots of room for improvement. So leave a comment what you like, what would you change in my new cities list, what would you suggest. I'll leave feedback, click like, subscribe, everything else, and wait for our next battle report. Bye bye.